Yeah, where are all my people in the madhouse? I'll be a guide, climb aboard and sit your ass down. Don't worry, there's no need to fear when you hear. You know we're right here. We got the crew and we're ready for a game time. You're not ready to step inside a deranged mind. Yeah, this is what you came here for. We got machinima news and fuck yous. It's the goddamn ward.
I said everybody shut up, we're gonna start!
No.
Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of the Wardcast. Every Monday we bring you the latest in video game news, talk about survival horror, machinima, and what's going on inside the ward. I am one of your hosts, Jazz Rich, but I'll let my phone introduce me. Hey Google, what's my name?
Your name is a wah 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 wah.
There you go. Alec Funnel.
Is that all you have?
Okay. Usually they're longer, so I wait. Dante Comstock.
That's all I had.
Banana in my pocket, or am I happy to see you? I'll suck your dick.
What?
So not meant to be any Sean's here.
Sorry about that. You guys told me to do something, I did it, and I had to debut it.
Yeah, Sean knew it was gonna happen because, well, he said it and immediately regretted it, and then asked me if he should leave it in the recording, and I said yes. So obviously, this came back and bit him in the ass.
Yep. He didn't delete it, and I'm glad he didn't. It was good material. Thank you very much.
Well, then it's almost like he asked for it at that point.
He asked for it. Of course. He's got an addiction. Thank you. I'm here all week.
Are you? Are you though?
Okay. It's been a month.
It's been 1 week
since I looked
at things.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the right audio to play, but this is episode 99.
99.
99.
The 99.
99.
99. Chills, you guys. Literally.
99 episodes, but a Sean ain't in one.
Yeah, I'm sure you've noticed by now that Sean's not here. We're not just talking nonstop to not let him introduce himself. Sean, as he mentioned, is moving, so he won't be joining us today, but he's going to be joining us for next week, because it's episode 100, bitch. And if he doesn't join us, then we're going to kill him, because...
Yep.
I promised I'd be here for 100 episodes, so he has to be here.
We'll take a chainsaw, and we'll cut his dick off. No.
I wasn't expecting that. All right. I know we usually kick off the show with what I like to call Sean's Corner, or just a general spot in which we like to rant about something stupid and random. And I didn't want to go out of my way to find just one specific stupid random thing to talk about this week, because there's way too much stupid shit going on in the world, and picking one is just stupid. So I just wanted to share this one quick thing with you guys. We have a radio that plays all day at work, which it sucks. It's a horrible channel, and every time I change it, somebody changes it back. But it's way better than listening to the same spa-style songs, the same 10 songs that loop for 10 hours, because that's what's on my boss's MP3. Or iPod, I'm sorry, I don't know what she uses. But over this week, I heard the radio host talking about something stupid. I didn't catch exactly what they were saying, or like everything they were saying, but they were talking about COVID and people who don't like to wear masks and people who are against masks and all those stupid idiots. And they called them COVIDiots. And I fell in love with that term, COVIDiots. So I'm very happy that this word now exists. So now, whenever we're referring to people like that, we'll just call them COVIDiots. And it's great. COVIDiots. COVIDiots! Speaking of COVID, Alec, how was your week?
Oh, bitch. Yeah, my week has not been that brilliant, to be honest. I've been in pain for the best part of a week.
You didn't tell me your cramps started.
Yeah, no. I attempted to play SmackDown vs. Raw via my PS2, as I finally got a HDMI converter for it, so I was like, yeah, I can actually connect it to my TV now. Only problem is, my bicep decided to be a dick all week and just prevent me from pressing the X button. So, yeah, I haven't played anything other than that for like 2 seconds. So instead I've been watching shit, because nothing else to do when you are on your bed and then you suddenly get a backache as well, and you think, oh, fuck you. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of Disney Plus. I finally watched The Incredibles 2.
And
Yeah.
Was it good?
Do you know what? I actually did like it. It was well thought out, rather than a lot of the Disney films. When they come out with the initial one, they're like, oh, it's good. Sequel. But The Incredibles 2, it took, what was it? It's to be a good 9-year gap or something. Probably even longer than that. Can't
Yeah, it was
remember when the
pretty
first
long.
one came out. Yeah, so it's nice that it took time to come up with a good plot, I suppose. I watched Frozen 2. Yeah,
I don't know
that's
why I
not
laughed
good.
at that. It's not as good as the first one.
It's just I didn't understand what was going on halfway through. It was like
They
the
went
characters encounter a potential threat, and then the potential threat does something, and then they become friends with the potential threat, and he's just like, what?
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 Yeah, I
So
didn't
then I watched.
really
so I
know what
watched,
happens.
Yeah, I then watched Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of Black Pearl, and Dead Man's Chest. And then started watching Disney's Recess, because
Oh.
why not?
Just a random turn.
That was
Yeah.
on Disney. Huh.
Yes.
Oh.
And other than that, the moon is out, the stars are bright, and whatever comes, it's gonna be alright. Because tonight you're gonna be mine, up on Broadcast 99.
Oh
Wow.
Ooh, he did it. He done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dante.
Hi. How are you?
How was your week?
My week? I almost farted.
I thought we gave
Yeah.
birth.
Oh, I almost actually passed out. Okay. My week was, I guess it was all right. There's really just nothing going on except me just, doing the usual workout. Play video games. I guess I forgot to mention this would probably been the good time for my updates. I was really just working on my Spoot skit that I finally released after a few weeks since I planned everything. I had to replay Yakuza 5 again because the certain part that I needed, I was making a Spoot skit out of something I was streaming, and I decided to take all the improv I did and then write a script to streamline everything and do that, and I was just going to record off my broadcast, but YouTube was missing one footage because it didn't render my entire broadcast. So I went and replayed the game for 8 hours to get back to that one part. So that's what I did. Most of the time I just made a Spoot skit where this character is an idol and she's savage and she plays in beanie games with people and she roasts them. That was most of my week. Other than that, I've been watching a bunch of fucking anime. It's hard to keep track since I keep going through a season within a few hours. I was watching this one called Seven Mortal Sins, not to be confused with the shonen one, Seven Deadly Sins, and it's trash anime. It's basically where all the Seven Deadly Sin demon girls are demon girls. So Lucifer gets sent to hell and she wants to take over hell and all that shit. And then there's a bunch of loot stuff because it's trash anime. Then I was also watching this anime called Clockwork Planet, where the entire world is made out of a clock after it was about to end. And the guy, main character, repairs this super robot thing. It's really cool. Because he's really passionate about robots and clocks and stuff and saving the world. And then I watched this one that was really fucking short. It was 10 minutes per episode, called Gin Guardian or The Silver Guardian, with some dude that is in a video game. He gets inserted to this video game world, but I guess there's more to it than just being a video game because he has to protect the world to the point where his grandfather does some weird shit to make him forget his memories. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, I watched a lot of.
Sure, that wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh.
Nope, none of them.
Or
None of
Dot
them was
Hack.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Or those
It
other
could be.
animes.
It people are getting actually no, not actually. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but people do teleport, quote unquote, to this world from their phone. So
Like Leon.
yeah, things were about to get good. God damn it. Things were about to get good. Thought I was gonna see the good shit happening, but then that was the end of season 2. I'm just like, it's pretty good. It got weird. Like at first it had this nice serious tone, and then it got stupid. Like, you know, the usual like, oh, ecchi girls and lewd stuff. And then it got serious again. I'm like, whatever. I just watch anime to watch anime and enjoy it. So yeah, I'd say my week was like, you know, putting a lime in a coconut and chugga chugga chugga. That was not really.
I thought you were gonna put I got chills multiplying or something.
I was waiting for 2 tickets to Paradise.
Well,
or Hungry Eyes. It's up to you.
I wasn't ready. The only song that was in my head right now is Somebody's Watching Me, but I have no way to segue into that.
Well, you could have been, you know, in bed for some point of the week and said, yeah, God was watching you, or Santa Claus.
I feel like that applies to you, Alec. So.
Yeah.
So, Jazz!
Hello.
Alright, goodbye. It was nice knowing you.
Okay, bye.
Oh, no, wait. Before you go. Before I go. Tell me your week. Tell me your week.
My week. My week
Yes.
was actually pretty good this time. Sort of.
Oh no!
Other than work, but that's just always a thing.
Right.
I had a pretty good week. The NHL is back and it's in the playoffs, so I get to watch, or not watch because I haven't figured out how to stream a game, but I get to listen to the game on the radio. And my team that I like, that I'm following, is in the playoffs, so I listen to those games. The Colorado Giraffes. Colorado. They won 2 out of 2 games so far, so I'm hopeful that they will win. And then I can move there and pretend to have lived there the whole time. Yeah. Only losers live in Colorado.
Wow.
Hi, Sean. He's not here. And I know people don't care when I mention hockey, but when I started playing it like years ago, it made me feel really happy and part of something, and the atmosphere is really good. Like, the community's nice. Most of them aren't bitches. Actually, a lot of them aren't, but there are some, you know, it's women's league, so you have those moments. But it's a big part of my life. I had somebody in my life a long time ago, or a few years ago, that I lost, that I would always talk about hockey or would always ask me how my games went. So this year, the fact that I can't play it really touches personally. So having the ability to listen to it and play it on my PS4 is really good. So I've been doing that a lot. Yeah. Plus my team is like, I got an email from somebody on my team saying, it sucks that we couldn't play this summer. I hope everybody's staying safe. We should all meet up to have like lunch. And I was like, what? but if we meet up, that's not being safe. So it's a little bit weird. So yeah, it's been a very hockey week. And what else did I do? What non-hockey things did I do? Oh, actually, I did play NHL 20 on my PS4, and last week I bragged about how I hadn't gotten hurt on that game in a long time. And then I played that same night and broke my wrist. So I'm gonna stop bragging on the podcast about not getting hurt in video games, because I curse myself and I curse everybody. It's great. I played some, I can't remember, but I assumed I played some Zombie Army Trilogy with Sean.
You assume.
I assume. I'm pretty sure we did, because we were supposed to watch Once Upon a Time, but we didn't. So I think we played that instead. We didn't play a lot, but we did goof around, and that's always fun, even if it's just for like an hour. I don't think we got anything done. We just, again, started shooting people. Yeah. Oh,
nothing else to say. Total
Yeah.
eclipse of the heart.
Totally.
Oh, god damn it.
Stop it. I'll give you COVID.
Too late to turn around.
I like how we live in a world now where somebody pisses you off, you can just be like, you know, I'm gonna walk around unmasked in your face and cough. That's what I'm
Man,
gonna
I remember I did that once when I was sick to spite somebody, because they were treating me like shit just because I wasn't feeling too bueno. I'm just like, you asshole. Okay.
That's like you're a kid with head lice, and the kid that you don't like, you're like accidentally rub against his head. You're like, oops.
That's the new way to flip people off.
Yeah.
And actually make them angry.
Yep. It's called flipping the lice. What else did I do? I rewatched New Girl so that I could refresh my memory on what happened up until the new season, and then I finally got to watch the new season and finish that. It felt shorter than the others, and it wasn't the best they've done. it was kind of disappointing. It seemed like the actors didn't really want to be in it anymore. Like it was just like it was still funny, but it just seemed like everything was just changed and like forced, and it wasn't as good. But that's done. I actually finished a show. And I've been watching also Modern Family, so I could get into the seasons I haven't watched yet, which is cool. I didn't spend a lot of time on Disney Plus like Alec. I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit of Simpsons, which
You'll pay for it.
Yeah. Again,
yeah.
I'm glad it's being used. So, I watched a little bit of Simpsons today, and I got to rewatch for the 10,000th time the episode with X-Files because I love it.
Ooh, I haven't watched that. I might have to watch it.
Oh, it's so
Episode
good.
with X-Files.
I also like that it's the actual voice actor. Like the actors are doing their characters, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's always pretty cool.
Yeah.
Actual guest cameos.
And Leonard Nimoy's in it too. So yeah. Fuck, I forget what I did, and I have it written down, but that doesn't mean I would remember.
Do you remember?
I mean, I watched Disenchantment again.
Yeah.
But there it is.
Oh, well, of course. How else do you go to sleep at night?
Exactly. That's it. I need to have something that I can fall asleep to, but while I'm awake, I can have no volume so it doesn't wake up Beth or my rat. And yeah, but Beth isn't
Don't-
home. Beth has not been home in the last 2 weeks.
You mean you don't force your head into a pillow and next
So you
morning?
can't breathe?
No, I
Yeah.
take ZzzQuil.
Oh, that's true.
That shit's so strong as put my pillow to bed to sleep because it's already in the bed. No.
Put your pillow to sleep in bed.
I know. I just all I'm thinking about is sleep. Okay. And I had an adventure yesterday. So I had pre-ordered a game called Deliver Us to the Moon, and when they delivered Deliver Us to the Moon, I wasn't home, so they did not deliver Deliver Us to the Moon to me. They delivered Fuck,
Blech.
I tried. They delivered it, or they brought it back to the Purolator shipping factory, whatever, dock. And I had to go get it there. And when I got there, I was in the car. I wasn't sure if I could actually go, I didn't know where the door was to go in. And this lady came up to my car, so I thought she was going to be like, hey, do we just go in? And I was like, ooh, I want to know. And no, this bitch rolled down my window, and this bitch be like, hey, I have a baby sleeping in the car, and I need to go get a package. Can you just, watch my car to make sure nobody, thinks I just left a baby there? And I'm like, but you are just leaving a baby there. And
Wow.
she was just like, I'll only be 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, but I need to go in there and I have to leave after. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. And she's like, I'll be quick. And she leaves. And I'm like, you don't even know me. What the fuck? So me being a responsible person, I get out of my car and go stand over by her car. This baby's in there with the windows open. It's 40 degrees out. The car's not on, so there's no AC. And I'm like, wow, this bitch not coming back. I'm texting my roommate. I'm like, what if she doesn't come back? I'm not keeping this thing. It's an ugly car.
Oh,
And then when she came back, I was like, okay, so I gotta go in now. And she's like, yeah, I have to talk to the manager, so it was a big thing. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now. And I go into the door, because we're waiting in line at the door, and she comes back to the door. And I'm like, she just fucking left her baby in there. So I just go back to her car, because I'm like, well, it's not fair for the baby. You're a fucking idiot. And I wait, and she comes back again, and I'm like, I didn't know that you were gonna go back in, so that's why I left. You should probably not have left again. And she's like, oh, but I'm really glad that you were here. I felt better. I'm like, you don't know who I am. She's like, oh, I thought you were a cop. I'm like, why did you think I was a cop? I'm like a random person sitting in my car. And she's like, because I saw your hat. I'm wearing my fucking Stars hat. It says Raccoon Police. And I'm like, this is from a video game. I could have been anybody. And she's like, oh, well, thanks. And then she gets in her car. And I'm like, don't ever do that again. And when I got inside to the girl, I was like, hey, so the girl that came in here twice because she had to speak to the manager, if she comes back inside, she has a baby alone in the car. Can you ask her if the baby's still there? And I don't know what you want to do. She's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll ask her if she comes back in. And if she says yes, then I'll call somebody. I'm like, okay. Give me my game. Bye.
I'm a real cop. I have a badge.
But I'm sitting in my car. I'm texting. And my car is a piece of shit. I've got a fucking video game hat on my head. And I'm blasting We Got Game, this fucking 90s hip hop. And this girl, I thought you were a cop. Really? I have Wonder Woman on my t-shirt. Are you fucking stupid? So that was an adventure. That was fun. But yeah, that was
She was glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
yeah. Well, I'm glad she's stupid. I don't know. She gave me something to talk about. There's Jazz's corner, everybody.
Ta-da!
The fucking idiots.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm fucking sick of shit.
I'm fucking sick of shit. It just reminds me too. A patient asked me, they're like, "Do you have kids?" I'm like, "No." Like I said exactly like that. I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Good," because I heard that a lot of parents are freaking out about school starting and they don't know what to do. I'm like, "Oh, I found the perfect answer. Don't have kids." And he just like, started laughing. So that was my adventure.
Kill
at
your
work.
kids. That's the only thing you
Yeah,
can do.
just how about you just open the door and they'll go where they go, and then that's that. It's not your problem anymore. Your kids are old enough to leave the nest.
Christ.
So. Yeah, fuck kids. Anyway, don't fuck kids. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's the reflex from last week.
And the week before, and the week before,
can we-
and the week before,
can we-
and the week before.
Can we just take this moment for a disclaimer now that I'm fully here for this?
Oh, we've done that 3 times, but let's do it again,
know.
guys. Record scratch. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I can't do a record scratch. Whoop, whoop.
Oh,
All right.
we do not represent the characters we voice. Please stop making the joke. Thank you very much.
Let's clear
Thank
that
you,
up.
Jasper.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jasper, doing your best to clear that up.
Alec is evil. He's the only one who represents his character. He is evil, but Sean's not an asshole, Dante's not a pedophile, and I'm not a sandwich. We just
Called
voiced.
me a pedophile last week, and I'm not bitching about it.
Who called you? Oh, yeah. But
Oh,
Yeah.
what? No,
Well, we didn't make
I don't remember.
we don't make you voice one. Ta-da.
You know what?
Oh,
I had the
yeah.
perfect opportunity to be a baby snatcher, and I did not take it.
yeah.
So nobody else in the ward does that. We are all not baby snatchers, pedophiles, rapists, whatever you want to call them. We just
Exact-
voice them. There you go.
Yep.
We're registered voice actors. Speaking of registered things,
Sex offenders.
it's time for some news. Okay. Anyways, there it
There we
is.
go.
Some weird news. I only have 3 articles. One of them might be a little bit longer, but it might just be the way I'm reading it because I don't like reading. And I believe Dante.
Alla Dante.
Aladante.
Aladante.
That's a speed. It's a music. Aladante. It means.
Oh, right. The
Yeah.
speed. Yeah.
Alla la Dante. Alla la Dante.
Reminds me of the time my biology teacher was like, "All right, you guys got to step up and down these steps, but you got to step on Al Dante." I'm like, "Excuse me."
I had
What?
the same problem with it's when something is adjacent or whatever you call it when it lines
Adjacent?
up. Yeah, but in French it sounds like my name. So I was always like, "At what? Like, what did I do?" And they were like, "No, adjacent." And I'm like, "Oh, my bad. Maybe I shouldn't have a math-related name." Anyways, article number 1. Step aside, Sean Clark, because the biggest Resident Evil superfan is actually named the Batman. And it's not the real Batman.
Oh my god! You can't be serious.
Yeah, I'm calling him out on it. So, the deputy, that's right, editor of, I'm sorry, I'm having beer. The deputy editor of Eurogamer spent weeks in a Discord channel called the Resident Evil Podcast. It's a channel dedicated to discussions of the Resident Evil lore. It's packed with debates over the series and people who really care about Resident Evil. And the co-founder goes by the name of the Batman, and he's the most revered, because when the debates get too heated, apparently it's usually said that people say, "Let's wait and see what the Batman has to say." Now, there's a really good reason why they say this, and I will get to that as soon as I figure out where I am now. So the reason is that he has created what's perhaps the most in-depth fan project, words, ever made. It's a 2,700-page-long document that details the entire mythology of the Resident Evil series. The entire chronological timeline of Resident Evil in 2,700 pages.
So, does he support Resident Evil Village?
I think it was finished before all this garbage came up, because it starts, I don't know where it starts because, again, I'm skipping ahead. But the document actually is the 4th iteration of a document that started on a fan site, Biohaze. I don't know if you guys know this site. I don't.
Nope.
Nope.
But it's a popular site, and I'm not popular, so I don't know. It started back in 2006. and it was updated in 2008 and 2009, but then it was put on ice when Resident Evil 5 came out. Wow.
Sure, that's not Reward Productions or
That's-
Souls.
What? That's kind of ironic.
What?
that it was put on ice from Resident Evil 5
Why?
Yep.
Why is that?
because it's hot in Africa.
Oh,
Meh. Meh.
or because Jill is the best character in the series, and she was put on ice, so therefore everything. was
Wow.
put on ice. No. So the Batman has been a fan of Resident Evil since 1997. His reason being, quote, "When a trip to my local Blockbuster Video to rent out Ace Combat 2 on the PS1 resulted in me coming home with Resident Evil instead." So I guess I don't know if they were out of copies of what he wanted, but this sparked an entire big ass thing, and it's great. I'm waving my arms, but you can't see.
So his Resident Evil was Plan B.
It was planned
And
from the start by Umbrella.
Clearly,
Yeah. Or he was like, hey, this looks better. I'm going to go home and do that.
that'd probably be a better origin story.
Probably. So the timeline starts with the genesis of the Plagueis from Resident Evil 4 and moves all the way up to the events of Resident Evil 7. So it stops there. I don't think he's gotten to the stupid crap. But it doesn't include or doesn't reference any of Paul W.S. Anderson's movies. So it's probably not going to reference any garbage like Resident Evil 8. So, or sorry, Village. Because it's crap. Crapcom.
Village.
It focuses squarely on the games made by Capcom Japan. I haven't gotten to read it yet because I just found out about it like yesterday at work. Because this is
so far away.
yeah. But it's available if you go to residentevilpodcast.com/timeline, or I'll also link the link. Okay, I'll post the link. There we go, in the description below of the podcast, so you can click on it and go check it out. It's pretty long, 2,700 pages, and
Fuck that shit.
Oh, can you just get someone to read it to us? I'll take that. Audible.
I ain't reading that comment. Fuck off.
I
But
mean.
hey,
I mean, like, from the order the games came out in, where you, like, I don't know for everybody, but to me, it's just like, it was all a big jumble, so I either forgot certain events, or I skipped over them, or it's games I haven't even played, so I don't know, but it would be really cool to read, like just print it out, read it as a book, or whatever, as, like, an actual book of the timeline of Resident Evil, so it'd be like a biography on the series, which would be cool.
that's true.
Yeah, I might gain some respect for games that I don't like. You know, no, like games I haven't played that I don't like just because I don't like them. Like Code Veronica, that's garbage, man.
Whoa! Wow!
So yeah, go check it out. He's worked on this for 10 years. He spent a decade working on this.
That's a lot of typing.
Yeah, and this was before his internet years when he started. So most of it was
Wow.
yeah, he was transcribed. Whatever that is. If you use a fucking typewriter, tried to save his information. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Transgender.
Bloop, bloop, bloop,
What?
bloop. No.
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 Oh no no.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. But his whole thing started with the when the original RE3 on PlayStation came out, and it was set 24 hours before and after the events of RE2. I think that's what kind of got him like, hey, that goes before this, and then hey, this goes before. So he went in there and got all of the files and everything and put those in order, and then everything just kept going from that point on. So 10 years in the
That's pretty
making.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And if ever, like, if you have a long, like, plane ride or train ride or whatever, just pull it up on your tablet or your whatever laptop phone. You know, those things the kids use now.
Just check
Check it out, because this guy, Sean sent me a picture of all his boxes in his new house, and this guy has more shit than Sean probably. So
Ooh.
I'd like to see this. I want these two in a conversation and see who actually knows more.
Oh no.
Well,
Like-
it's clearly going to be the other guy because Sean doesn't know anything about Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh.
I bet he'll know what the numbers on the card key are on Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some of them, as long
Yeah?
as long as they're Code Veronica.
Wow.
I know stuff and things, but not
What
about
kind of stuff?
things, stuff
Stuff.
about things and stuff.
Okay.
What else do you know in the news?
What else have I got in the news? The rest is not as interesting.
Oh, good.
Assassin's Creed creative director was fired from Ubisoft following an investigation into a misconduct. So his name, I'm sorry if I butcher this because I'm not really good with other names, but it's Ashraf Ismail. It's Ismail or Ishmael. I don't know if he's like Moby Dick, but the former creative director of Assassin's Creed Valhalla stepped down from his role in June after being publicly accused of pursuing extramarital relationships with women under false pretenses. So he stepped down for that, but since then has been terminated, according to an internal announcement by Ubisoft. His termination comes amid ongoing investigations into misconduct at Ubisoft following a wave of allegations of harassment and other abuses. I love that, other abuses. Like, harassment and other stuff. Yep. On June 21st, he was accused on Twitter of lying about being single in order to engage in affairs with other women. He was using his status at Ubisoft, like his position of power at Ubisoft, to pursue relationships with women that were new to the gaming industry. And a streamer named Danny, who was one of the women he lied to, wrote, quote, "This person is married. When he starts a relationship with you, know that he's married." And in a subsequent, wow, I said that word right, tweet, she wrote, "I don't want other women to go through the same. And I've already had several tell me he did all the same stuff to them, and they've all been in the gaming community." So, yeah.
What a player.
Yeah, literally. Player, because video games. He's player on players. So following the public allegations, he announced on June 24th over Twitter that he would be stepping down from Assassin's Creed Valhalla to properly deal with the personal issue in his life. And he said, quote, "The lives of my family and my own are shattered. I am deeply sorry to everyone hurt in this." But then he got fired. So, because Ubisoft has a history of people with sexual harassment, it's just shit like that in general. Like, they've been fired, forced to resign, or separated from Ubisoft because of allegations of misconduct. So
they become Ubi hard.
They get assassinated.
Ubisoft, we're like, "You'll be fired."
Wow.
Yeah. And this guy was a game director for 2017's Assassin's Creed Origins and a creative director of Valhalla. I just found out that Valhalla was a game that was coming out. I'm like, ooh, I like stuff with Vikings, so this could be cool. But now I'm like, So, you know, it's a game about Vikings, so you have to expect some sexual harassment stuff in there.
Now you know that there's probably... I don't want to think about that anymore.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I really don't want to think about it anymore.
No. Next topic.
Next topic I thought was pretty funny because we always talk about Fortnite, Sean's favorite free-to-play, not Battle Royale, but Battle Royale game, which apparently was... Yeah, which was apparently available on iPhones and Apple Store and Google stores, but it has been removed from Apple and Google stores, and Epic is taking both of the companies to court. What? So after reading this, I don't know who's right and who's wrong because everybody just sounds so fucking stupid and big crybabies, but...
They're fucking stupid.
They're fucking stupid. They're fucking idiots. But following the release of Epic's own direct payment method for Fortnite on Apple and Android devices this week, Apple has removed the game from its store. All of this happened Thursday. So Thursday morning, Apple was like, "We're taking the game off our stores." In response, Epic filed a legal injunction against Apple. Epic against Apple. I was like, did I fuck that up? I see the word Apple 3 times and I'm having a seizure.
Bapple.
I'm also getting hungry. All games on the App Store are required to use Apple's payment method system for any in-game purchases, including Fortnite's in-game V-Bucks, which is the worst name you could give a currency, sorry. It's used to buy skins, items, and the game's Battle Pass. Epic has long complained that this requirement, which results in 30% of all the payments going to Apple, is not fair. I agree. That's unfair that Apple says, hey, they can only buy this game and anything related to the game through us, and we get 30% of the cut.
That is pretty.
It's kind of shitty. But it's like, hey, you want to use our system? You gotta give us money.
It's like Steve Jobs bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Third-party shit. It's always garbage.
Yeah.
But then, this was on Thursday morning. Epic started selling the V-Bucks on the mobile versions of Fortnite at a discount through their own option of direct payment, like through Epic. and this violated losing my voice. This violated Apple's rules, which got the game kicked out of its stores. Epic anticipated this because they already had a lawsuit, a commercial, and a pre-planned social media hashtag all prepped to complain about Apple once that happened. So like they knew it was going to happen, but they were like, let's piss them off anyways. Apple's not a big company. They can't do anything. Nope. They definitely did. So, yeah. Again, this was Thursday morning. Then later Thursday evening, an update came that Google was also kicking Fortnite out of its stores. Because just like Apple, Google also has this rule for third-party stuff. Fortnite is still available on Androids through the Epic app or the Samsung store for those devices. But Google said, quote, while Fortnite remains available on Android, you can no longer make it available on Play because it violates our policies. However, we welcome the opportunity to continue any discussions with Epic and bring back Fortnite to Google Play. So they're like, hey, you broke our rules, but if you want to, apologize and get over this, you can come back. But Epic's like, no, we're suing. So it's like 3 kids, and they all brought a snack to trade, but none of the kids want to trade their snack, but they want the other snacks. And now everybody's fighting. This is Fortnite.
They could be kung fu fighting.
They could be, but they're not. They're baby fighting. They're throwing blocks at each other and then taking the blocks away. It's great. True
battle royale right now.
Oh.
I wish I had a sound clip of Life is Stupid and the baby going, wah,
No. Get fucked, Kate! Yeah, so they're all Kate in this situation. And they can all get fucked.
Get fucked.
Get fucked. Third-party countries. And yeah, that's pretty much, I'm looking at the rest, but it's... Oh, Epic encourages the players to rally around the hashtag #FreeFortnite and to complain to Apple to, quote, make your voice heard in the fight against the app tax. So they're trying
it's not gonna work.
They're trying to turn the world against Apple, but everybody has to have the next Apple product, so that's not gonna work, and it's just a waste of time. And it's good luck winning that court. You're suing Google and Apple. You're fucked.
I mean, you must have understood the rules, the terms and the conditions when you went to these companies prior.
Which is exactly what Apple and Google are saying. Like, you signed this, you agreed to this, and now you want to take action because you don't want to agree to it anymore. Like, what?
Oh, they're so screwed. They got Google and Apple going on their ass, bro.
Yeah.
Epic fail.
Yeah.
Ding. I like that one better. It's gonna be the name of this episode. Epic fail.
Wow.
It's probably been before. I don't know. Sean's gonna be like, why?
You'll see.
Yeah, you'll see. They're Epic is also claiming that they're not seeking injunctive relief to allow wait, I mixed up 2 things. They're not seeking monetary compensation for the injuries that they suffered. They're trying to get other companies, or they're saying that it's for the other companies that are also going through the same thing. Like, if everybody stands up to the big companies, then we could have this changed. So now they're like, hey, it's not for us. It's for everyone. Wow.
Oh, quit with this bullshit.
Yeah, get fucked, Kate. Just jump already.
Bye.
Oh, hi, Epic. How's suicide going?
How's your suicide life?
They'll never get it in a fortnight. Yeah, so that's what I got. Dante, what do you got?
Coronavirus?
Mars bars.
He's got it. It's a good video.
It's all your fault, Alec. So my news is about the Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, which Sean talked about was, having an HD release, coming out in Japan first, and then we get our release. Now, what he misdelivered in the information was that he said it was exclusively for the Switch, but when in reality, it's for the Switch and the PS4.
Oh, Sean was wrong. Sean was wrong.
Sean was wrong.
Sean was wrong.
The PS4 US release, I forget the details, but it's going to come out, a few months later after Japan gets theirs, and I forget if he mentioned it, but there is going to be voice acting for Japanese and English, which is going to be pretty cool because the original game was originally just, the text and all that stuff. I also believe that they are redubbing some of the demons, because it's been 1 week since I looked at you. It's been like early 2000s since they last had everything, like around the time Devil May Cry 2 came out. On that note, originally, all we knew is that the character, the Atlas exclusive character, Raito from Devil Summoner 2, was going to be in there, because in the game at some point, Dante is one of these many fiends that you have to fight in order to progress in the game. And so instead, the latest version in the Japanese, back in the PS2 days, was Raito, their own character. And we were going to get that as in the HD collection. But just recently, they announced that DLC, that we don't know if we are paying for it or not, is going to include Dante from the Devil May Cry series. They released a trailer, and it had the Japanese voice actor for Dante, saying his lines, which is pretty cool, because that probably means when we get the English release, that hopefully Ruben voices Dante in that. It's gonna be weird, though, because I'm gonna miss, like, the Devil May Cry 2 grunts, because I like his little hey kind of thing I really liked. But yeah, so that's coming out, and the other thing that I think it also helps, the fact that they're having Dante, is because in other countries, like I think maybe Korea and China, countries like Korea and China, they actually can't have Raito in it because of his uniform being based off some Japanese history, I think maybe during the World War times or something like that. So, that's culturally offensive to them. So having Dante in would probably help, like, have him in there instead of Raito, which will get through all the censorship nonsense. Because otherwise, they'd have to remove him from the entire game, and that's, like, a good part of this game missing, which would feel weird. So, yeah. So Dante's coming out for DLC. It's gonna be great. Includes his moves from, at least from Devil May Cry 1 or 2. Yeah, that was my news.
It'll be great.
It'll be great. No one really here plays Nocturne, right? It was definitely on the more...
Never heard of it.
I've played him a few times on League of Legends, but I didn't like him very much.
Wow. It's one of those post-apocalyptic setting kind of stuff, and JRPG and turn-based and all that stuff. It was a legendary JRPG at the time because it was the first Shin Megami Tensei game before Persona happened that was in 3D and all that jazz.
You should have seen last time when he was talking about it. I was trying to find a picture on the internet of the character or whatever to put on the thing, and I didn't know what he said because he said it like super fast, like Shin Megami Tensei. So I just like searched all one word, like Shin Megami Sensei or like something like it was just like a super fucking long name, and it still found what I wanted. Google was like, "No, I think you mean this."
They're ready for all the misspellings. I used to remember, I think I misspelled it back in the day too when I first discovered it. But yeah, SMT, great series. That's it!
I do love Google corrections and autocorrect sometimes.
They're ready. They're ready for you. I remember I was looking up something. I don't remember what it was anymore. But there was also looking up other ways to mishear it, and I wish I remember what I was looking up.
Shit! Go on my knee.
Well, there's also, like, if you do it on your phone, Google will remember things that you typed. So, like, if you write it wrong, it'll correct it to how you type it. So, I've said science instead of science because of Disenchantment so many times that now if I write science, it corrects it to science. So I'm like, yes! Disenchantment. Winning. I love it.
Oh, jeez. I feel like I know what it was.
You know
Nope,
what?
nope. You know what?
You know what? We can't not do it. We can't not. Poor Alec. Poor Alec.
I was already in pain.
So before we get into games, we haven't done survival horror or machinima sequence sentence
Sequence.
Segment. What? Say good.
All right, shut up.
No. You know what? I had a survival horror one planned. It was supposed to be. I just wanted to talk about a survival horror game that's either coming out or is out now. It was coming out when I read about it this week, but I didn't get the chance to do much research on it. It's called Made of Sker or Scare. It's Sker. Again, I didn't get to research too much on it, so I will, and I'll bring it back. But all I know is if you look it up, it should be available on PS4, probably Xbox One, PC even, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't get the research, but it is survival horror, and it looks pretty good, so you should look it up, and I'll have more on that when I have more on that!
Wow!
That Daymare.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's what they said
What?
about Daymare, because it's meant to be survival horror. It's just horror to play.
Whatever happened to... Okay, you talked about a while ago, I think it was like a survival horror or just survival game, and it was like Red Woods or something. It was like you're in the wild, and it's like the forest, but you said it was like there's like bears and shit. You talked about this game a long time ago. I don't remember, but I think you said it was like in the woods, in the forest of Canada or something, and I was all excited, and you were like, have you ever wondered what it's like to be alone, stranded in the forest in Canada? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, I think that was a video game that's coming out at some point. I don't know
Yeah.
when.
Do you remember what it was called?
No.
Fuck. I thought it was like
Let's
Red...
listen back to the broadcast to find out.
There's only been
Oh,
99
wow.
of them. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's pretty fine.
God damn it. Just look for your picture and then, yeah. But yeah, speaking of games.
It's time for the news!
Alec.
No, it is.
Okay, it's game time.
Oh, okay, sorry, Carlos.
That
Oh.
is not Carlos.
Well, then it's car stolen.
Do you know what? We're going to start with
You know what?
What?
Humdingers.
What?
What did you just say?
Yes, the new
What did
game is called Humdingers.
Oh. I was like, you can't say that on the podcast.
I'll say what I want, bitch. In this game,
Jesus Christ.
I have sent each player, Dante and Jazz, a song to
Oh,
hum. Now, they are not allowed to, say the lyrics, if there are lyrics, to the game song. You get 1 point for the correct video game. You get 3 points if you name the actual song. And you lose a point every time you guess incorrectly.
Alec, can you repeat the rules? I was eating a burrito and the sound of my
Fuck, you know
smacking
what?
got in the way of the rules.
Okay, you get 1 point for the correct video game. You get 3 points if you name the song. And you get 1 point just to piss me off.
Nice. So we got like 5 points already.
Woo!
Over the mic, high five.
Right, so how it's going to work, so this is like little example. So if I were to go like...
Oh, it's Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Pokemon. It's Pikachu.
and these guys lost points. Okay, we're off to a good start.
You said we get
We're winners.
points to piss you off.
Exactly.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway,
+1.
let's go with Jazz first, because you
'Cause
called
she'll
me a
forget her
pedophile
song.
last week.
If we wait
No,
too long,
because
she'll
we-
forget her song.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now I'm just thinking of that one you just fucking did.
Mm-hmm.
So the only part I remember is the little part at the beginning. Is that okay?
Yep.
So it goes like, well, first it goes, then it goes,
That's
Wait,
so
wait.
helpful.
that it starts like that, and then it goes like, I think. Yeah. Do you see why I don't get hired for musicals?
You are allowed to whistle. You can do da 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 instead.
But you
know,
just did it.
Just can't.
Well, would you like to try that again, but with like a da 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 da?
Da 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 da. Nah.
This literally, I know it's not, but it sounds like it's from that fucking game Sean just bought recently. What was it called again? I mean, it's not even gonna be correct. I just know it. I just really need to know what fucking game it is. Glass Rose. That's it. That's what it sounds like. That's it.
That's your answer.
That's my answer, which is not. what
That's
it's gonna
wrong,
be.
but
Duh.
we're both to blame.
Okay. Jazz, do you want to reveal what the song you were trying to do was?
So the song I was trying to do was called "The Palace of Insane," "The Palace of the Insane" from Code Veronica, which goes like this.
Not even close.
You just talked over the.
Like,
There's nothing else in the song.
I knew this was gonna be fun.
There's nothing else in the song except for the pew 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 pew.
you did that. You do that, and I would have gotten it, but then you didn't do that.
Because that's the
Man,
only part I remembered. He gave us 2 seconds, and I forget things in 2 seconds. Dory brain.
Never
So,
mind, Dante. Perhaps you'll get my song afterwards. So,
No points to
so.
Alec.
now it's Jazz's turn to try
Fail.
and find out what Dante's song is.
Epic fail.
You know, Jazz. You know,
You know what?
you're gonna. I know you'll get this one. I don't know about the game, but I know you'll get it. All right, are you ready, Jazz?
No, but let's do it.
Okay, it's game time.
I thought it was supposed to be like a game song.
It is.
Yep.
That could have been in literally any game.
Could have been. Could have been more than one, but try and think. What could it come from?
Well, obviously it's Smooth Criminal, but
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know any games that was in.
Hmm.
So let's just go with I don't know. What has Smooth Criminals? A lot of things. I don't know, let's go with fucking what's that game that everybody loves? Grand Theft Auto? Let's go with that.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's probably.
My favorite thing about this is that that's Sean. Sean's still here going. So it's Smooth Criminal, but it's from the Sega Genesis game of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, where you get to play as Michael Jackson.
I knew Alec was gonna pick games that either we haven't heard of or never played. It's Alec.
What? Well, I mean, he did pick a game for you that we do know and played. You just didn't know how to remember it.
I didn't remember the song. I told him I don't remember the song. There's nothing in there memorable except for that little jingle, which I wouldn't even have recognized if you did. And I know the song.
I'm so done. Okay, Alec. What's your song?
Let's fail your song
Okay.
now.
It's gonna go like this. Are you getting it yet?
No! I lost. I got lost after 5 seconds of goo.
Sounded like the American anthem for a second.
You gonna give a guess? Or I'm gonna keep
No,
going.
it's Final Fantasy.
Oh, it's Devil May Cry.
Okay. So Jazz is right. It is Final Fantasy.
Wow! It was the thing at the start. Fucking Final Fantasy.
Do you know what it's called? The name of the song?
Garbage Song by Final Fantasy. Requiem of a Dream.
It is the prelude in Final Fantasy. What? Which Final Fantasy?
Garbage.
7.
Yes, 7.
Ah, jeez.
There you
So,
go.
yeah,
It was a teamwork.
that
We
was
both get a
fun.
point.
God damn.
It was teamwork. We both get a point.
Really? Okay, great. Cause I was just that track was beyond me.
Dun, 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 dun.
You could have. Okay, I got one for you, Alec.
Oh, okay.
Ding 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 bam bam bam.
Keep going.
Bam, bam, bam. It just keeps going on like that.
For some reason, I just visualized someone shaking their hips at the end of.
I'm kind of did it myself.
I kind of want to say Tekken.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
That was also Final Fantasy.
Was it the battle music?
7. No, it was one of the towns you can go to. I think it's the town with the honeybee in it.
Honeybees.
Yeah.
I hate bees.
Oh,
that was something.
the
Humdingers.
Humma Dumma Ding Dong.
I got another new game for you guys. This
Oh,
is a
no.
bit of a improv game, and
Because
it's
the
called.
last one wasn't.
And it wasn't even from me.
This
Yes.
one's called Spread the Ward.
Wow, I bet you
I'm
thought
scared.
really hard for this one.
As soon as he said spread, my brain just wanted to shut off, and then he said the word, and I was like, knowing Alec, they could have gone south real fast.
Southbound my ass.
Okay,
Yeah.
Spread the Ward is an improv game where players replace a song / movie / video game title with a selected word. So, example, the word is Ward, and I can come up with a renamed game, Silent Hill the Ward, or Star Wars. Or is this the way to the Ward? Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la. Yeah, you get the idea.
Do you give us
replace
a word?
Yes, I will give you a
Okay,
word.
because I was like, I know a lot of words, so this could take a while.
Okay, and the winner of the game is decided by the people who comment on these episodes.
Danielle, it's all on you,
Oh.
man. It's all on you.
Nice. I love it.
And also, just before we start this game, I like to say that I changed my name to Amazing.
That's amazing. Wow.
Because I know Danielle would probably put Amazing, so then I would get a point.
Wow.
Oh, you asshole.
All right, Danielle, don't put amazing. Don't let British win. Don't let them win again.
Okay, so this week's word is dildo.
Well, of course, Alec.
Yeah,
Of course. You just couldn't help yourself, could you?
no.
And it's a
Okay.
game title, movie, or song.
It could be a TV series, whatever you want. Just got to involve the word dildo in it. Should I
Okay.
start us off?
I got it. I got one.
Gonna...
Bum, bum, hooked on a dildo.
Ooh.
Okay, Devil May Dildo.
Should have been Dildo May Cry.
Dildo may
That
cry. Yeah, come on. Are you even trying? Resident dildo.
No, Resident Evil 8, the dildo. It's gonna fuck everyone in the ass. I'm telling you.
The Chronicles of Narnia. The Lion, the Witch, and the
The
Dildo.
dildos
Of
of Narnia.
course.
It's the kind of thing that stays in the closet.
Yeah.
Trapped in the dildo.
What's that?
Trapped in the closet. R. Kelly.
Oh. I don't know. The fucking Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Dildo.
Wow.
007. Dildo Never Dies.
Damn.
Jesus.
Dildo powers. The spy that dildoed me.
What?
Yes?
Dildos of the Caribbean. Just because we talked about it earlier.
Dead man's dildo.
Mario Kart Double Dildo.
Double ditto.
Double Dildo, come on.
Jesus Christ. Lord of the Dildos.
Why are you here, dildo? It's an anime.
Dildo. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about songs. My dildo will go on.
Never gonna give you dildo.
Dildos assemble.
Here's a new game show. Deal or no dildo?
Wow. Call me dildo.
Call of
Super
dildo?
Smash Dildo.
God damn. That's a video game, but it could also be a really terrible porn. Super Smash Dildos.
It's just like the burrito smack.
Burritos.
Um,
Damn it.
I told you I was a dildo.
White Flag by Dildo.
The good, the bad, and the dildo.
Back to the dildo.
I was drinking.
And Dante wins.
Oh,
My last offering is the Dildo Cast. Every Monday we bring you all the latest news, sex games, and what's going on with your mum. I'm one of your hosts, Dildo Funnel.
you can find it available on Dildo Tubes.
Get cucked.
And that's a game.
And what a game!
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
We were really dicking around there.
It's some good vibrations. Alec, you got anything else for us?
I just got some facts for people if they want to know a few facts.
Facts of
Okay,
life.
tell me what I don't know.
Yes, you should play the jingle. Yes, why did I not think of that? Here we go.
Tell me something I don't know!
There we go. Okay.
God, isn't that fucking Tom's guy?
It is.
I love that guy.
Yeah. Okay, fact number 1. Homefront, a video game released in the early 2011, based on a war against North Korea, global power, has so far successfully predicted both the year of Kim Jong-il's death and North Korea's nuclear test in 2013. Weird. Has anyone played Homefront?
No.
Is anyone interested in playing Homefront?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay. Well, I might try it because it kind of reminded me of Mercenaries when I was reading up about it. I was like, ooh. So yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Call me maybe.
Dildo me, maybe.
I'm still thinking of dildo games now.
Call. You got Sean's addiction in your brain now. Good
Addiction.
job.
We'll make
Dildo
fucking
front.
lollipops. I'll suck your dick.
Okay, fact 2. In 2011, a 46-year-old man from Plymouth, England, found and attacked a 13-year-old kid because the kid killed him too many times in Call of Duty.
What the fuck?
Call of Dildo.
God damn it, Jess.
So yeah, that's actually real.
That's
Dildo
fucked
warfare.
up.
It goes on.
Oh my god.
I mean, I would just like to point out, I'm not 46 years old yet. So I haven't attacked a 13-year-old.
And
Yes.
you also don't play Call of Duty. Yet. Anymore.
So, has any of you, while playing online, ever wanted to hit or murder someone after playing a video game?
Yes, Alec. Many times, Alec.
Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you. I just sometimes want to hit you. Just a little bit.
Yeah. I don't really honestly feel violent urges towards people like that over in the game. No.
I mean, you can hit them in the game. You don't have to. You know, as somebody
have
who
to-
plays hockey, if there's drama on the ice, once you're in the locker room, it's like, oh yeah, that was a good game. Like you keep it in the game. After that, it's done.
Yeah.
It's
That's
done.
how it is.
Unless you want to take it out in
Just
the parking lot, but that's a whole different thing.
It's just a reminder me of Zombie Army Trilogy when I need to be recovered. Sean came towards me, and I just shot him in the face.
fucking shot him in the face. I didn't know what happened, so I just died somewhere far away. I wasn't even close by. I was like, whatever. Sean laughed more than you did, I think.
So, if you saw this 46-year-old man in public, what would you want to do to him? Would you want to hurt him for hurting a kid?
Would I know what he did?
Sure,
I
why
mean,
not?
he'd probably think I'm a cop because I'm wearing a video game hat. So
Yeah.
This happened 3 times already. So Sorry, cat had my foot.
Wow. Let's pretend for a second that I personally knew the kid somehow, and online gaming buddies and all that shit, and I just found out some fucking asshole just murdered him because of bullshit. Yeah, I'd fuck him up.
Wait, he murdered him?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what? He didn't?
No, he attacked a 13-year-old because the kid killed him too many times on a video game.
Oh, jeez, I thought he murdered him.
Oh, then I would call the cops.
Yeah.
The
Well,
real
I mean,
cops.
He got caught, didn't he? That's why the news is out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, you guys know that Poon Noob 69 guy you're looking for? Yeah, I found him. Come get him.
I would have fucked him up first. I would have fucked him up right back.
Gotcha, bitch.
Exactly. That's how this works here.
Okay, final fact. Nintendo was sued and found guilty because kids were getting blisters from playing Mario Party.
What?
Yep.
On the palm of your hand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
they weren't
getting
playing Mario
blisters.
Party.
The first problem was that they're playing Mario Party.
Yeah, no, I would totally agree to that because you know how many fucking N64 controllers broke from that the one where you're on the boat and you have to like turn the joystick real fast and then your hand is on
Yeah.
fire. It's ridiculous.
Shit.
I don't know if you ever played the GameCube Mario Party game. I think it was 4. There was a particular one that I was very good at when you had to keep pressing A, and I would win all the time. But it was like, my finger is dead.
I'm sure you remember me raging from Metal Gear Solid during the torture part where I was complaining my hand and my arm were hurting from the fucking
Yeah.
button mashing. I hate that. I hate when games do that.
You could have just submitted; it'd be fine.
I did.
Oh.
And then I got mad, remember?
Oh yeah.
I was
I'll
like,
tell
did
you
they
what
just
happens.
no? And then I went back and did it again. And then the things I do for Meryl, man.
Things you do for Diz.
yeah.
Was there any mini games from Dildo Party that you just couldn't beat?
That you didn't like?
Yeah, pretty much.
Not that I can remember. It was a long time ago. All of them.
I think there's some of them that just just didn't work unless you were an AI, because they would always win that particular game. You say, "Fuck you."
Yeah, I can't remember any of them. I just remember games like that. I don't like them because they make people angry at each other for winning. It gets too competitive. That's why I hate Super Smash Brothers.
Do you mean Super Smash Dildos?
Yeah, that.
Okay, and that's fact time, bitches.
Fact time.
Fact
Dante,
time.
you got anything?
No, because I forgot how my brain works.
Wish we had
Shove a
more.
dildo in it.
Wish we had more games. We flew right through the news. Didn't think that was gonna happen.
I'll suck your dick.
What the fuck?
Well, I do believe that's
That's
it.
That's it.
That's
it.
what we got. That's what we got. We do have quite an entertaining show for next week, episode 100. I don't even know what's going on. All I know is I'm gonna be here and probably gonna have a lot of people to talk to. I think. I don't know.
I wonder how. I think there's talks about like at least having some groups and shit, like dividing it instead of having everyone on, because
Yeah, I think it depends who goes, right? So there might be cancellations.
yeah.
You'll find out next week.
We'll
Exactly.
We'll know more about this when we know more about this. I know I've got something planned, and I already approached one person about it. I gotta talk to you guys later too. Leave Sean hanging, trying to figure out what's going on. What's going on at the word? But for now, this has been episode 99.
99.
Thank you for joining us as always. We had a lovely time. Lots of laughs, lots of cries.
Lots of dildos.
Dildos.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ, Alec!
So feel free to comment below. Well, first of all, you have to comment below if you want to be part of the game because we want to know who won. I don't want.
Comment amazing.
No. Whatever Alex's name is, don't comment it.
Just say Dante and just get it over with.
No.
Or you could say Daz. Dante and
Daz.
Daz. Give us both a vote.
Dazlick just sounds weird.
Dazlick.
Dazlick.
My balls.
This has been episode 99. Thank you for joining us. If you want to reach out to the conversations, you can comment below. You can message Sean on Twitter via @thewordpro. You can send us a nice little comment in the contact page of the-word.com. As always, helping us helps you help us help you. Us? What? Helping people makes you feel better, so it's good.
So does dildos.
Send us dildos. Send dildos to patreon.com/thewordproduction/dildos.
crabs.
Send crabs. Lots of crabs and Kleenex. And thank you for joining us. I'm just looping again. Bye!
You're gonna love my nuts.
That worked out so well together.